Hi everyone, it's Carolyn. I wanted to show you my latest album that I just finished, but I haven't finished the binding yet. So this is called Love Notes, and what I did is I took all of the little notes and emails and letters and cards that I've saved that my husband has given me and wanted to put them in one place. So as I said, the binding is not done because I need at least a 1-inch ring, which I don't have. So I just put these rings on there to start, but I think once I bind it I'll put some ribbon and some charms. But I wanted it to look like a stack of envelopes that were tied together and kind of vintage and from the old days, even though we're not old. I found some free printables online, and I'll try and find the link and post it. But it was a printable of old vintage envelopes. And this kind of inspired the shape and the theme of the whole book. But they actually posted, you can download the front of the envelope and the back. So I just left the back as is, and the front I embellished with a little printout that I found, and I put love notes on it. I've had this flower, I just misted it a little to make it shimmer. A Prima flower, and then one of the Tim Holtz pen nibs. And then I used some twine to make it look like it was a stack tied together. So I think the cover turned out nice, and I like the colors. So I covered the inside with some craft paper, and I wasn't going to do pictures, but then I found some from a project. I printed out a bunch of wallets and never used them. So this is actually a picture of our first weekend we spent together. We only knew each other about a week or two, and we were at a lake doing some water skiing or something. So that's my first memory of us. And then this is just a little thing I printed out and just saying that this is a collection of his love notes. And he's extremely thoughtful, so he's always just writing on a post-it note or sending a random email, and it means a lot to me, so I put them all together. This is a picture of us at my birthday, which is about 3 weeks after we met, so it's a nice memory I have of us. And then this is the birthday card that he gave me. So I made this a pocket, and the back of it was all ripped up, so I just took the part that he signed and I glued that to the back. That sits in this pocket. And I used up a lot of scraps to create this album, and I edged everything in Vintage Photo. So I just took the post-it notes and glued them down, and then I found some of these little tags and tickets that I thought were cute, and stickers that went with the whole postage theme. And then I made these little envelopes to hold some of these, and this is actually an email he sent. I went in and I took all of his emails that he sent, and I printed them out on this lined paper, and that's one of the post-it notes. And some of them are dated, some are not, but I put them in order best I could. But instead of printing out the big email on regular paper, I just kind of made it smaller so that it would fit. So I made these little pockets. And this is examples of where he just takes anything he can find and writes a cute little note. So this was just a piece of mail that was sitting on the counter that he wrote on the envelope, so I saved that. And then these were napkins, and I misted them to make them shimmer because they're napkins. Sorry about that, I ran out of memory. So the next page is same thing. I did a pocket out of different pattern paper. And here's another one of those emails. And then that's a little sticky note that he had done. and a picture of us. And then this side, again, an email. This was a handwritten one, and then I just threw some tags, some buttons, and stickers, and then scrap paper in the background. And here's another one. Same thing, I just put some sticky notes, stuck them together. Another email. And this one I used a postcard printout, and I trimmed it with some lace. And I believe this lace is from my mother-in-law. It was her mother's lace. She gave me and my sister-in-law a big bag of it. So that's kind of nice. Some of the Tim Holtz tickets, and then another email. And then this one had this cute little Valentine printout and this little ticket. And then I stamped the background of this just to make it different. It's like a script stamp. It's a little tag, an email, and another little vintage image that I have. And then this one here has another pocket. And then I actually have, this was an email he sent a week before our wedding. And I have our wedding picture there. And then this is the date of our wedding, November 14th. And then I just had an extra picture that didn't fit in the book, so I put it in there. And then I have our initials here. And then this one, I did a tag that I printed with some vintage images, and then I glued some of the emails to the back. And that fits in that pocket, and I did some glimmer misting on it. And then this was a note that was folded, so I just covered the back of it with patterned paper, put a little ticket on it, and then I cut these out, little Scrabble tiles with our initials. And the last two pages here, this was a long email, one that I had sent him, and then he responded, so I printed that whole thing out. And then this one here, this is a card he gave me on our first anniversary. And then that's a picture, that's actually from our honeymoon. And a little butterfly. So that's it. Kept the back simple. Again, I have to bind it. But that is my Love Notes album, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. And it's something I will keep forever, and I can always add to it. And I hope everyone enjoyed this. Have a great Valentine's Day in a couple weeks, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.